In this video, we will present what to expect at the CPA Examination Center. CPA examinations will be conducted in a suitable facility in your community. Your region will be in touch with you regarding posted notifications or will indicate a website you can visit to confirm the location, date, and time. Prior to the examination day, make sure that your laptop computer is running the most current version of Securexam. Check the D2L website to confirm. Make sure you have submitted a Securexam qualification exam to confirm that your laptop is approved to run the software. Your D2L site will provide written instructions on how to start up Securexam, and we strongly recommend that you practice using Securexam prior to the examination. If you are going to bring a backup laptop to the examination, these same instructions will apply. Familiarize yourself with the examination center location, parking, etc. Familiarize yourself with the examination rules, what is allowed versus what is not allowed to be brought to the center. Prior to the day of the examination, candidates must complete the training contract. Also prior to the day of the examination, confirm the examination start time, as times may vary by region or exam. If you wear head covering of any sort for religious reasons, you must notify the registrar of your regional CPA authority in advance of examination day. Candidates who need to carry special medical equipment into the examination room, for example, EpiPen, insulin, needles, diabetes testing kits, or puffers, are requested to advise the registrar before registering for an examination. On the day of the examination, try to arrive early. Late arrivals are permitted only in the first hour of the exam. If you do arrive late, no additional time is granted. You must complete your examination in the time remaining after your arrival. All candidates will be required to sign in and identify themselves with currently valid government-issued photo identification that includes a photo and signature. If the candidate does not produce a government-issued photo identification, or if the ID appears to be damaged or altered in any way, the candidate will be required to obtain a notarized copy of their ID and fax it to their regional office, or visit their registrar personally after the examination. Please note that in larger examination centers, there will be multiple sign-in locations, so you will need to watch for signs directing you to the appropriate location. After sign-in, you will be assigned to a specific seat in the examination center. Please be aware of a number of general reminders. Do not bring valuables or unauthorized items to the examination center. Do not leave valuables in your car. Leave them at home. CPA will not be responsible for your belongings. Candidates will be directed to store all of their personal belongings, such as coats, bags, purses, and cell phones, either outside the examination room or along the side walls of the examination room. At the examination center, you will be provided with soft earplugs, if desired, a USB thumb drive for Securexam. Students may bring their personal Texas Instruments BA2 Plus calculator. Calculators will not be provided by CPA Canada, and no other calculator will be allowed in the examination room. The following items are specifically permitted at your assigned seat: pencils, highlighter, and erasers, a backup laptop with Securexam preloaded, food in its original wrapping or container, or recovered in a clear wrapping, keys and wallet, hygiene products, medications in clear containers, packaging or wrapping, or alternatively, loose. Tissues, loose or in a clear wrapping. Prescription glasses. Allowable items brought in by the candidate must be placed in a clear plastic bag no larger than 26.8 centimeters by 27.3 centimeters in size, on their desk in clear view of the writing center supervisor or invigilator to see, with the exception of keys, wallet, and backup computer. Your keys and wallet in another clear plastic bag, and the backup computer, without a computer bag, must be placed on the floor under the desk. The following items are prohibited from your desk at the examination center: mechanical pencils and pens, rulers and pencil sharpeners, books, notebooks, reference materials, and post-it notes, newspapers and magazines, large jewelry, sunglasses and eyeglass cases, watches or any other timing devices, cigarettes, tobacco products, a lighter, matches, weapons of any kind, computers other than those permitted with the use of Securexam, computer bags, purses, briefcases, backpacks, hip packs, and pencil cases, hats, visors, or hoodies, coats, gloves, and scarves, personally supplied earplugs or headphones, cell phones or any other types of electronic, recording, or filming devices, any device to communicate within or outside of the examination center, pillboxes, organizers, and cases. Please note that food brought into the examination room should not be noisy, distracting, or have a strong scent. This is not an exhaustive list. Please consult the detailed exam rules for further exclusions. Candidates are permitted electronic access within Securexam to the following reference materials: an examination version of the CPA Standards and Guidance Collection, an examination version of the Federal Income Tax Act. It should be expressly noted that a laptop with a Windows operating system must be used, preloaded with Securexam. Under no circumstance will a candidate be allowed to use an Apple laptop even if Boot Camp is installed. Candidates will also not be able to use any other kind of iOS device or tablet-type device, such as a Microsoft Surface tablet, or any netbooks, devices that require an internet connection to fully function. If you are unsure as to whether your laptop is acceptable, please contact your region to confirm. The laptop must be out of the computer bag. Computers can have no peripheral devices other than a wired mouse and/or a non-powered wired numeric keypad or a USB hub. An external keyboard, a mouse pad, and/or a wireless mouse are expressly forbidden. While an interruption to the supply of power in the examination center is unlikely, candidates should ensure that they have a battery backup with at least 1 hour's power supply. Upon being admitted into the examination room, candidates will not impersonate other candidates or have an impersonator write any part of the examination on their behalf. Candidates will display their government-issued photo identification at the top right corner of the examination table. Candidates will not obtain or use answers or information from or give answers or information to another candidate or person during the sitting of the examination. Candidates will not touch the examination materials prior to the announcement of the commencement of the sitting of the examination until told to do so. Candidates will not look at any answers to questions after the announcement of the conclusion of the sitting of the examination. Candidates will not create a distraction by sound, movement, or odor, for example, no strong perfume, which disrupts the concentration of other candidates in the examination room. Candidates will not be physically or verbally abusive towards any invigilator, proctor, or staff member at any time during the sitting of the examination. Candidates will comply with requests or instructions made by any invigilator, proctor, or staff member during the sitting of the examination, including but not limited to a request to leave the examination room. Please be alert for instructions announced by the Writing Center supervisor at startup, during the exam, and at shutdown. Please note that once the examination announcements have been started, there should be no communication between candidates until they are dismissed at the end of the examination. At the startup, write your CPA Canada 7-digit identification number on your USB drive before inserting the drive into your computer. Do not write your name or any other identifying marks on your USB drive. Do not write your name or any other identifying marks on your response when typing in Securexam. Your identity will be unknown to the marker. Turn on your computer. Check that your computer is set to the current date and time and turn off its wireless system. Check to make sure that your computer is plugged in and running on AC power, not battery. It is very important that you do not start Securexam until directed to by the Writing Center supervisor. Candidates will sit at their pre-assigned seat in the examination room. Temporary absences from the examination room are only permitted under the supervision of an invigilator. Candidates are not allowed to permanently leave the examination room during the first 3 hours of the examination, nor are they allowed to leave the examination room for any reasons during the last half hour of the examination. Candidates are not permitted to ask questions of a Writing Center supervisor or invigilator, and no explanations whatsoever shall be given by a Writing Center supervisor or invigilator as to the meaning or purpose of a case or an objective format question. If candidates perceive any ambiguity in the examination, they should make an assumption and move on. Candidates should watch their time and carefully budget the allotted time across all examination questions. Candidates must immediately stop typing and shut down Securexam when directed to by the Writing Center supervisor. At the end of the examination, USB drives and examination booklets will be collected while candidates are still seated. If a candidate's items are not returned to the Writing Center supervisor, the candidate's responses will not be accepted. The security files contained on the USB key will be reviewed to ensure that candidates did not exit Securexam during the examination. Copies of the security files and of the candidate's response are contained on the candidate's hard drive. Candidates must maintain these files for a minimum of 3 weeks subsequent to the writing of the examination. Gather up your laptop and personal belongings and wait for instructions. Candidates will remove, from the examination room, their allowable items contained in clear plastic storage bags. Tissues, paper, wrapping, etc. will be collected. Once all materials have been collected and reconciled, you will be released by the Writing Center supervisor. Candidates will not have their responses marked or will have their marking results voided if they are guilty of violating any of the above rules. In addition, in the event that an invigilator suspects a breach of the above rules, any offending material will be confiscated. Also, the candidate may not be permitted to continue to write the remainder of the paper. A plea of accident or forgetfulness shall not be accepted under any circumstances in the case of any breach of the rules. After you leave the examination center, instructions on how to upload your SSI exam response files will be posted on D2L. You must upload your SSI exam response files to the appropriate site within 3 hours. Files received after this time will have a late fee charge of $200 levied against the candidate. No further examination can be taken until the fine has been paid. Remember your agreement concerning exam confidentiality. By participating in the examination, candidates should note the following. The examination material remains the exclusive property of CPA Canada. The confidentiality of the examination content, including the objective format items, is to be maintained at all times. The examination material is not to be reproduced through memorization or any other means, including but not limited to postings on the Internet regarding the examination content or answers. Information related to the examination content may not be provided to any individual who may take the examination. The examination content is not to be shared with any individual, organization, or agency. In this video, we have presented a summary of what to expect at a CPA Examination Center. If you have any questions about this video or any of the detailed exam regulations, please contact your region.